They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David. This receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory.
I don't know.
Pulls it in. It's Jimenez. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Look out, he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw. It's Fung. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page. And then
got him on the room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give on the option. Fights off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Jimenez. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air, it's Gadecki. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in...
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gadecki. Buying some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good...
Wide open on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And he doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Turning it on! How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Fung. Fires to the big fella. Looking for room at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The give on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Oh! 33-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
West Virginia.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guy.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Fung. Working the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. Arizona in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack. Down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Arizona runs out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moving away from pressure. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountain. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Gadecki. Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referee.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, West Virginia. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll bring it out. It's Cummings. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got his man quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want to...
It's picked off and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Back to pass, it's Fung. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Rides the back on the option to give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the air, it's Fung. They go to the wide receiver screen. Powers through the defender. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Fung. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now improvising. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every team.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, West Virginia. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Arizona runs out the punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Madden. Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab, and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so...
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Gadecki. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Mountaineers heading quickly to the line.
West Virginia.
Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Arizona runs out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a deep man. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Gadecki. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. Keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. The throw to the outside is complete. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
First down, West Virginia.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.